Hey, I'm Kernan. I'm the founder of Speckled, the tool that helps PMs build the right thing at the right time. Today we're going to be talking about red flags to look out for when you're hunting for your next PM job. We're going to cover about 5 questions that you're going to want to ask during your interview and a couple of gotchas to watch out for during the whole process. Interviewing for PM roles is tough. The expectations are sky high, and at the end of it all, you just want a friggin' job offer. And in that process, it can be really easy to overlook some of these red flags and sirens going off. So today I'm here to reel you back in, slow you down a little bit, and give you a few questions that you can ask to make sure that you're getting yourself into a good product management role. All right, so first question you want to ask is, who am I going to be reporting to? Now, this is a good question to ask regardless of if you're going for a PM role or another kind of role, but for a PM role, this is going to be really helpful to see who you're going to be reporting to. Ideally, you want to report to someone who is a product person. You want to be reporting to someone on the product team. If you're not, and you're reporting to someone like the director of marketing or the director of finance or the head of customer support, you're going to have a bad time because these people are not going to be aligned with the same ideas that you have for the product. Now, there's another side of this is if you're reporting to the founder. This could be good or bad depending on how well you vibe with the founder. So if a founder is going to be your boss, make sure you understand what they're like, what their philosophy is like. Read some of their newsletters or blog posts, some of the podcasts they've been on, and just get a good feeling of where they stand in terms of product vision. Okay, next up, who decides what goes on the roadmap? Now, if they actually respond with a single name, some warning bells should be going off in your head. Then again, if this person is like the director of product and all the things that come up to them are backed with customer research and things like that, then okay, maybe you can let this slide. But if it's someone who's not on the product team, and you may want to be a little bit careful there. Ideally, the company that you're interviewing at, their product roadmap would be decided by a mix of people on the team, their customers, the market, and their founder. So if it's just one person deciding everything, be a little careful. Okay, next up is, have they hired a PM before? And you want to figure out what their expectations around the role are. Some people think product managers are project managers still, which is kind of annoying, but you want to make sure that you're not going into a role that's billed as a product management gig, but is not really a product management gig. So make sure you understand how they think of product before you accept the position. Now, these next 2 questions focus more on the engineering side of things because, let's be honest, product managers aren't much without their engineering team. So you want to make sure that you have a good one that you'll be working with. And for me, this means having people that I can communicate with and I can jump on a video call with. So I like to ask where the team is located, what their kind of usual working hours are, what their preferred language is. And if it's something outside of the bounds that you're used to, just be careful because if they're in a completely different time zone than you, this can wreak havoc on your personal life, especially if you're going to be working basically through the evenings. So yeah, just be careful about that one. The next engineering question to ask is, what is their philosophy on testing? And this can tell you a lot about the maturity of an organization. Now, if you're interviewing at a startup, chances are that their testing philosophy is still being ironed out. Maybe they don't do a lot of testing, and that's fine. What you want to watch out for here is if you're interviewing at a more mature organization and they still don't have their testing game together. That means usually that there's either a focus on quality or maybe that there's just so much time pressure to get stuff out the door that testing kind of gets thrown out the window, and realize that same pressure to ship without any regards for quality is going to also be expected of you. So just be careful and figure out what their testing philosophy is beforehand. All right. Finally, just a couple of gotchas to watch out for. First is if they don't have any metrics or analytics in place. Kind of got to wonder what's going on there. And the next is take-home projects that take a lot of time that you don't get paid for. Because if you're working for them for free right now, they don't value your time now. So they're definitely not going to value your time when you work there. So those are the questions that you can ask to help find any potential red flags. I hope you ask some of these at your next interview, and hopefully you get some good responses. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. You can sign up at getspeckled.com/blog. Drop your email there, and every Sunday we send out a newsletter with the top 3 stories of the week for PMs at small software companies. And in the meantime, happy job hunting.